Remember that a research report includes relevant participant characteristics. This is a good time to think about how we find that information. Sometimes the sampling procedure that allows us to determine the necessary information, but often we simply ask for the information about relevant characteristics, so those responses are included in our data file. Then we can use the same procedure we used to obtain the descriptive statistics for our study variables to find participant characteristics. That's how we get the information, but how do we know what information to get? We can treat the participant characteristics like any other variables, which means we need to think about what's important and on what scale they were measured. APA style typically reports gender and ethnicity, so we know those variables are important, and we know it doesn't make sense to report the average. We'd want to report the number or percentage. Age can also be important, and it will make sense to report the mean and standard deviation for that variable. Aside from those three characteristics, you want to think about the purpose of the study. If we're talking about college students, it may be meaningful to report the distribution of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. It might be helpful to think about the articles we read, and even go back and review your article summaries to know what participants' characteristics the authors reported and how that relates to the purpose of the research.